Hello everybody. So this is my 25 caliber Air Force Condor. Now it's pretty much stock, but it has the quick change top hat from Talon Tunes, which works awesome, and a few other nicks and knacks, but nothing really that'll affect the performance of the device itself. So as you can see, I've got the power wheel turned all the way down as far as it'll go. And today I'll be shooting some chrono results. Now, first of all, what I like to do is measure the actual weight of the pellets themselves. So once we have the scale zeroed out, we put the pellet in the middle, remove our hands of course, and that one comes out at 30.7 grains. So just so you know. And these are actually rated at 31.02 grains. So a little bit of discrepancy, but nothing really big. So we're going to go ahead and turn the chrony on and load our pellet. And just see what we get. So first shot. We get 1062. So if I factor that in, I'll turn on my little chair gun app here. And we go to the toolbox and calculation items, kinetic energy. We know that the pellet weighed 30.6 grains and it traveled at a velocity of 1,062 feet per second. That gives us 76.63 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And that's not too bad, but it's like I've been telling everybody in the forums that I frequent. I've tried to turn it down and it just shoots hot. And there's really no way around that aside from putting a shim on it and a restrictor screw. But I've got 357 in the works right now, so when that upgrade hits, I'm just going to run it wide open. But for now, that's my Condor, shooting hot, as always, no matter what the power wheel is set at. And just so you know, I've done a little bit of troubleshooting, and I have checked the seat of the probe end of the valve stem, and it sits in there properly against the plastic cup like it should, and it's inside the plastic cup. So at this point, it's just a hot shooter. That's all there is to it. And the funny thing is it was a hot shooter in 22 just like it is in 25. So that's just how it's going to be. But I'm hoping that once I move to 357, I'm going to get some heavy grain, lead casts and send them down range, and that should slow it down considerably. At least I hope. Now, one thing of note though, if I do turn it up, I do in fact get some increase. It just doesn't go below that. So just to demonstrate that, we're going to turn it up to a comfortable, let's say 6 on the hammer preload and 6 on the power wheel. Alright, that should do it. And then turn on our little scale. And we'll weigh our pellet. Oh, well, almost got away. And that comes out to 30.9 grains, which I've tested the scale with known weights, and it's very accurate. 30.7, there we go. So we'll go ahead and load the pellet. One-handed, of course, like a boss. And we'll take our shot. And obviously, that's an error because it wasn't 257 feet per second. I assure you. So just go ahead and turn that off. Turn it back on, let it zero out. Weigh another pellet while we're doing that. And it's 30.7 Okay, 30.9 grain. Now it's important to know that when the wind blows on the scale, it's so sensitive that it actually changes the weight value. So after that, we load our pellet up, knowing that it weighs 30.9 grains. And we take our shot. And there we go. 1085. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. 1,085 feet per second. So that was a 30.9 grain pellet at a velocity of 1,085, and that comes out to 80.77 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Like I said, it just shoots hot. So anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hello again, everybody. This is just a little follow-up add-on video, whatever you want to call it. I was curious how the shroud would affect the muzzle output, so I decided to remove it and see how that affects everything. Velocity and output, what have you. So we're going to try it like this, and again, just like last time, this is at a 2900 psi fill. Nice little Air Venturi bottle I got. It's regulated to 2900 psi output, so I don't have to fuss with it. All I have to do is hook it up and fill it. So we're going to go ahead, turn on our scale, and weigh our pellet. And that pellet is 30.7 grains. So we're going to go ahead and load that bad boy up like so. Ooh, bad habit. And we're going to take our shot. Now I'm just going to warn you now, it's definitely a different kind of sound without the shroud on there. So let's take our shot. 1073. Not too much difference. Not too much at all, in fact. So let's take another shot, just for posterity's sake. So we'll weigh our pellet. And it is 30.9 grain. Alright. Let's load her up and take our shot. And again, this is at the previous settings of 6 on the hammer preload and 6 on the power wheel. Just for consistency, of course. Take it off the safe and take our shot. $10.70. Not too bad. So it doesn't look like the shroud affects too much. Now let's just get our input. That was 30.7 grains at 1070. And that equals out to 78.04 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. So it looks like it has a small effect, but if I had to guess, that would just be due to equalizing pressures, because as the air pressurizes inside of my little shroud, it also strips away, I know because I designed it to do so, but it strips away the air and allows the pressure to equalize. And it should give the pellet just a tad bit more force, just because it's being forced downrange longer rather than just through the barrel. It has another, oh, I'd say 4 inches. So that's what it shoots like without the shroud. A little bit louder, but definitely still shooting hot. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hello again. So yeah, I've got a hot shooting Condor in 25 cal right now, and I bet you're curious like I am what kind of reasonable accuracy it might have shooting so hot. So just so you know, the range that I'm shooting at right now, it's a personal range, backyard range, whatever you want to call it, outside the city. And I have 33 yards available to me from the point that I'm shooting at. So let's just see, let's see how good it is, even shooting hot. And it'll be with a full 29K PSI fill and the same 31 grain pellets. So shot one. Shot two. And shot three. Shot four. Shot five. Alright, so as you can see, that's a really good group. And I'm trying to think, don't have any change with me, so how about a Zippo? Yeah. So you see one up here, but that was kind of my fault because I'm still working on breathing for the artillery hold. And then these down here, these are the other 4 shots, and that's definitely a little bit less than a dime. Right at the ragged edge. So as you can see, even though it shoots hot, it still shoots pretty darn accurate, at least at you know, the 33 yards I'm working with right now. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you and have a good day.